Hello again and welcome back to Everyman Driver, where we post new videos to YouTube every day, Monday through Friday.
Make sure to hit the subscribe button right above my finger to receive all of our new video uploads.
And this week, Alex and I are reviewing the 2013, there's some wild geese in the background. We're reviewing the 2013 Volkswagen Passat SE with a moonroof, and it comes in a beautiful glacier blue, which is one of the few things I actually like about this car, Alex.
Yeah, I would call it a baby blue. I think it looks awful, but I think there's a whole lot to like despite the color.
Coming up on this episode, Alex and I will go under the hood to talk about this vehicle's engine and performance.
Yeah, Dave will let us know what he thinks about the car's ride and handling. And finally, we'll let you know whether we would actually buy the car on the Everyman Driver ownership scale.
It's going to be a great one. Thanks for watching. Everyman Driver starts now.
The 2013 Passat boasts a 3.6-liter V6 that produces 280 horsepower with 265 foot-pounds of torque. This is the VR6 engine that we've seen in Rabbits and GTIs forever, and quite frankly, it's a pretty nice engine. One neat feature is that everything you need to check in the engine, like this dipstick here, is actually coated orange, so it's easy to see.
As far as fuel economy, the Volkswagen Passat for 2013 gets an estimated 20 miles per gallon in the city and 28 on the highway. I've been getting right there in the middle, about 24, 25 in mixed driving. The thing to know about this vehicle, though, V6 is not the only engine type. There's also a diesel version.
Yeah, there is a four-cylinder, but the turbo diesel is absolutely the way to go on this Passat. You get 251 foot-pounds of torque, awesome fuel economy, and even though diesel is anywhere from 50 to 80 cents more expensive here in the US, the gas mileage numbers that you're going to get more than make up for that cost.
Before we talk about ride and handling, just so you know, it is not golfing weather here in the Inland Northwest, regardless of what you see on Alex's head. Okay, steering wise, a little bit heavier than we'd like.
Yeah.
Overall, it's a pretty nice ride, but for me, unimpressive. Front wheel drive, I don't think we've had a real good chance to utilize this car because the weather right now is just crummy. Too snowy, too icy, so getting around, this is not the best car for it.
No, it's not. It
should be with front wheel drive, right?
It should be better, although this car, has a pair of reasonable all seasons on it. We do like the engine. The engine's got plenty of pep, which is good. It's smooth. But the driving experience overall is honestly exactly what you'd expect from just essentially a mid-level sedan. It's nice, it's fine. There isn't anything particularly confidence-inspiring about it, but at the same time, I don't see anything that's really too bad about it. I would say pretty comparable with an Accord or, a Nissan Altima, something like that.
And you know already that I don't like this car so much.
Yeah.
I think it's boring. I mean, I love how much space there's on the inside. I love the trunk space, but looking on the inside here, this is just a boring, plain-looking car. I had a Passat maybe 10 years ago, and this is nothing like that. They've really done a makeover on it. But to me, it's too much like every other car, every other sedan.
See, and I disagree. And the reason that I say that is that, first of all, it is the only German coming in this category, and it feels very German. And anybody that watches Everyman Driver knows I have a German bias, but I just think everything on this car, some people see it as plain. I see it as precise, as very orderly. There's nothing about this car that I look at and bugs me right away. And that's important to me.
It's got no personality. If you didn't see the VW on here, you had no idea what car this was. It's plain Jane.
I can see where somebody would think that. I disagree.
Okay.
And second of all, my girlfriend's named Jane. So.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Didn't mean to offend.
Volkswagens are a bit of an acquired taste. You either seem to like them or you don't. I like this. I think the interior is so much more upscale and elegant, although it is simple. than most of the competition out there. It certainly feels German. If you like an import feel, you're going to want to look somewhere else.
Now that we've come to a stop, Alex is going to make his way around the back. We're going to take a closer look specifically at legroom and headroom inside the Passat. And I got to be honest, this is another area which I do like about this car. Other areas I don't, but this is one of two, maybe three things I do like about the car: the color and legroom and headroom in the back. Alex?
Legroom back here is absolutely stupendous. That's my word for the day. I have got more room back here than in almost any sedan, especially a mid-size sedan, that I've ever been in. Headroom is excellent as well. You can fit as big a person as you want back here, and they will ride in complete comfort. Dave?
Well, Alex, this is my third favorite part of the vehicle: the color, how much leg and headroom you have in it, and the amount of trunk space in the back of the Passat. This is just ginormous. I guarantee you both Alex and I could get back here if we had to, or if you had to haul us for some reason, if you were, kidnapping us. Also, right here, this is where you keep the spare tire. And here's something you'll see in a lot of German sedans. This is where they keep the battery. So a little FYI there, if you're looking for it, you'll find it back here in the trunk. So a lot can be utilized back here in the back of the Passat. I'm talking large pieces of luggage. I bet you could put a bike back here if you took a tire off. Tons of room for storage, for hauling stuff. Big plus for the Passat. So the MSRP on the 2013 Volkswagen Passat SE with the sunroof is just under 30 grand. If you want some more luxury and a few more bells and whistles, go for the SEL. That'll cost you another 3 grand. So on the Everyman driver ownership scale of 0 to 72 months, Alex, how many months would you recommend this vehicle for?
I'm going to give this 60 out of 72 months, which is my highest rating ever on Everyman driver. I love this car. For what it's supposed to be, which is essentially a family sedan, I think it's wonderful. Rear leg room and trunk space is awesome for the kids or the golf clubs. The interior is simple, but I find it refined, easy to use. And again, the body style, while it may be a little blah, I still think it's nice, and you're getting a lot of car for under 30 grand.
I don't think you're getting enough car. I think it's too expensive for what you're getting. I think besides the color, which everyone can change the colors, I like the color, I like the interior space, the trunk space is fantastic, but it's boring. It's just plain, and I think you can get more car for less money, and I don't think this is the car that I would choose. Yes, it's great for that for an early family, because you can get 3 people in the back, no problem, plenty of car seats. But I'm gonna give it 36 months. I'm not a big fan.
Hello? No, yeah, I know he's an idiot. No, don't worry. I like the Passat too. Okay, we'll talk to you later. Bye.
And that
Sorry, go ahead.
And that was who?
That was my mom.
Okay, sure. Well, I guess with that, we will wrap up this episode of Everyman Driver. Alongside Alex Afreese and his mom in his pocket, I'm Dave Erickson. We'll see you next time. The thing to know about this vehicle, though, V6 is not the only engine type. There's also a diesel version. I think I want to say diesel version a little bit better. I think it sounded like virgin.
It did sound like virgin.
There's also a diesel version. I did it again. Version. Okay.